Hello, viewers. Uh, my name is Machuka Nyarieko. I'm back again this evening with a new topic on the striking doctors. Kindly, before I speak anything, I will request you, my viewers, to subscribe, watch, and share so that we can have more viewers who will enjoy from our ideas, which are very educative and which will be useful as we advise one another. As earlier mentioned, we will focus on the striking doctors, we will focus on the striking doctors, and the major questions that we shall focus on is, one, what's happening with the health sector? Two, whose rights are being violated? Three, who has failed? And finally, what should be done? So those are the three questions, the four questions that we shall focus in a few minutes to come. What is happening in the health sector? Today, I was sent some clips by one of patients who is suffering in the house because of lack of two things. One, he has no funds that can enable him to access his medical. Second, the strikes, the doctors and the nurses are on strike, and therefore he cannot be able to achieve or to get the at least affordable medicine. Of course, I will share the clip later, and many people will be worried of what is happening in the health ministry. It is very shameful, 60 years after independence, that doctors are striking so that they can get their dues. What could be happening in this health sector or in the health ministry? Is it that we have so many cartels in the ministry? The CS for Health, Nakuminja, said that people are being jealous to her because of fighting, because she believes that she has fought cartels. Whether she has fought cartels is a question for the other day. But what is on the desk today is that very many people are suffering. Citizens who have got the first right are suffering. The cartels that have been fought, actually one cannot explain them because still the healthcare is more worse than it was before. No patients are being attended to. No medical cover after promising that now health care is going to be more cheaper. There's no health care. there's no services being given to those individuals who have no money, who are sleeping in the houses because of sicknesses. So we wonder what policies that she has been fighting for, why she's praising herself before the patients say that they have gotten the best medical care than elsewhere, maybe in East Africa. So those are the questions that are surrounding the healthcare. And the issue of striking doctors is uncalled for because 60 years after independence, we don't expect that, no one expects that doctors should be striking. The CS should pour an example from China, whereby the strikers are rewarded, whereby the strikers are rewarded, and those who caused the strikers to strike are punished. For example, the issue of medical allowances and payments, salaries, and everything is not or does not come with Nakuminja. It has been there over time. So what is expected of her is to reward the doctors because people are really suffering. After rewarding the doctors, then she can go back. She can go back to drawing board and see those people who she has been calling cartels, who are having jealousy on her work, and deal with them. But for now, there is no one who is jealous to her because she is jealousy to herself. Nothing much has been done in the Ministry of Health because the doctors are now striking. The next question was, who, whose rights are being violated? Whose rights are being violated? I can say the sovereignty of the people, the sovereignty of our republic belongs to the people of Kenya, just according or in relation to our constitution, Article 1. Or the sovereign belongs to the people of Kenya. And the people have got their rights to medical care. So the citizens have got two specific things here that should not be violated by either doctor or the government. One, they are the sovereign or sovereignty of the Republic of Kenya belongs to them. And second, they have a right to medical care, which is now being violated. It is therefore the duty of the government, the Council of Governors, because this is a devolved function, as well as the CS for health to look into this matter very urgently, so as to ensure that within the shortest time possible, the basic rights and the constitutional rights of the individuals are not being violated either by the doctor or the CS or the government or the Council of Governors, because the people who have failed, that brings us to that point, the peoples who have failed or the institutions that have failed are the one, the institution of the CS, because she is unable to dialogue. She has the don't care nature. She is unable to dialogue with the striking workers or officials. Two, the Council of Governors who have been given the mandate to use the sovereignty of the people, but they are using them or they are applying them in a wrong way. 3, the Kenya Kwanza regime, who have avoided funding the Ministry of Health so that the ministry can be fully independent and stop paying from the central government. And finally, we have the issue of cartels. The cartels that are working day and night to ensure that the reality of the Kenya Kwanza government of affordable health care is not realized, and even who want to control the health sector. And finally, we have the doctors who have also failed in their section. They have actually violated the basic human rights of citizens, the right to Medicare. They should remember that it is the citizens who are the taxpayers who contribute the money that they now enjoy, or who will contribute the money through taxes that they are demanding for an increment. So here, the suffering individuals are the citizens who are the sovereign to the Republic of Kenya. What should be done? My last question that I wanted to answer, what should be done? Individuals, the state, the CS, the doctors union should ascend, should come down the radar, have discussions, have a good dialogue that will ensure the safety of all citizens in getting the provisions, the constitutional provisions of accessible and affordable Medicare. Who are the sovereign, who have contributed the powers to the state, to the county governments, to the doctors, and even to the CS. So they should come down and agree to discuss so that people continue enjoying their rights. That is the end for today. All I wish you is that you continue subscribing, watching, and sharing. I will share some clips later on that shows how people, or how one man is suffering in the house because of two things. Is not able to access Medicare because of the diseases. I mean, because of it's very expensive, meaning that what the Kenya Kwanza government promised has not been realized, because the Kenya Kwanza government talked of free Medicare. That has not been realized. Second, because of the suffering brought about by the striking doctors. Yes, they are fighting for their rights, but there is that aspect, that reason that once you are fighting for your rights, ensure that your rights do not affect someone's rights. They are fighting for their rights, but affecting the core of their heart. I call them the core of their heart is because they are affecting the common citizens, those who cannot be able to access medical care from the private hospitals. Thank you. Ulikuwa unasema?
Umeongea kabla nikate.
Eh?
Haijafika